The DJI Action 4 has pretty much taken over as the go-to action camera for 2024 and has seen huge numbers of GoPro Hero users ditch their allegiance to GoPro and move over to the more convenient and reliable setup of the Action 4. And with its 1.13 image sensor, excellent colour science with 10-bit colours, which if you're not familiar means that you've got access to over 1 billion colours, its smaller size, its longer battery life, its superior reliability, its ability to connect wirelessly to the DJI mic and much more convenient magnetic attachment system, it's no surprise to me that people are making that move. But the Action 4 now has been around for just over a year, and the DJI development team have been busy putting together the next generation of action camera. And if the rumours are to be believed, we're going to be seeing the next version of the DJI Action 5 Pro in the next few weeks on the 28th of August. So for those of you that don't already know, I predominantly use cameras to vlog running related content, and the DJI Action 4 together with the DJI Pocket 3, what you're watching me on now, and the Insta360 Go 3S and the Insta360 X4 has been my setup for the last year. I also have a GoPro Hero 11, but I never use it and gave it to one of my sons to use on his YouTube channel. My use case is not extreme sports, and I rate image quality, low light ability and the convenience of the system as the most important attributes to me. Now in most cases I like to have the most recent version of technology, which you can probably tell from that list of cameras I just mentioned there. I rate the DJI Action 4 as the best action camera that I've ever used, with almost flawless performance, which easily beats GoPro. So then why would I be saying that I'm erring on the side of caution and not upgrading to the 5 Pro, despite a history of upgrading to the latest version? Well, let me explain. And I must also say that my thoughts about not upgrading to the DJI Action 5 Pro are just based on the rumours that have been released so far about what's going to be included in the new camera. So let's take a look at what we know. We're going to have the same image sensor as the 4. We're going to have the same aperture 2.8 as in the 4. We're going to have the same field of view, which is a 155-degree wide-angle view, as we've already got in the 4. We're going to use the same batteries, albeit that there will be an option to have a slightly bigger battery that is going to give us about 10% extended life compared to the batteries that we have in the 4. The same body design is going to be used and the same battery setup is to be expected. We're expecting a better Wi-Fi performance, so we're going to have Wi-Fi 6 connectivity for faster file transfers. So from what I can understand from the leaked information so far, and I must stress leaked information and rumours, that most of the enhancements will be focused on improving image quality and for videos and photos, and also focused on improving image stabilization and potentially enhanced AI features. There are also some rumours that they may increase the image size from 4K to 5.2 to match GoPro, but they're unconfirmed rumours so far. As I mentioned before, I'm all for improved image quality, but I'd never ever use an action camera for photos, so for me that doesn't matter at all, but better video capabilities is always attractive. However, the Action 4 already has amazing image quality, and for the most part the videos that I put together and create end up on YouTube, and YouTube compresses the images anyway. So I feel like if I'm already getting excellent quality, which any further improvement would be lost anyway in the YouTube compression until we start seeing, TVs that are able to handle 6 or 8K, for example, then the Action 4 already allows me, amazing quality as it is. And the Action 4 also allows me to record in 4K at 120 frames per second, which for me is more than enough to slow any kind of footage down that I might need as part of my running content. So my sentiment to stick rather than to twist and actually upgrade to the Pro 5 is actually because I think that the Action 4 is so good, and although the refinements that they'll put together as part of the Action 5 I'm sure are going to make the camera an all-round more capable and better camera than the 4, I feel like the 5 is more about incremental improvements to the 4 rather than anything groundbreakingly new. The Action 4 is so reliable with extended battery life compared to the GoPro, for example. We've got superior image quality to anything else that's out there at the moment. It seems like an upgrade from the 4 to the 5 based on the leaked and unconfirmed, I must stress, specs, it wouldn't represent great value for money for me and my personal use case. But what could make me change my mind? Because all of these are just rumours, right? So what would make me change my mind if and when this is launched on the 28th of August? Well, if it turns out that DJI include the same 1-inch CMOS sensor that they have currently on the Pocket 3, then 100% I'm going to change my mind. I run early in the mornings every day, and with the days starting to draw in because we're getting nearer to the end of the year, we're going to get darker mornings, and a larger sensor with the capabilities of what we have on the Pocket 3 would be amazing. However, I think in order to get a 1-inch sensor in here, 1-inch CMOS sensor in here, we would have to think about increasing the actual body size, and the small size is one of the characteristics that current Action users value highly, so I don't think they're going to do that. So for me, based on what we know, I will continue to get great value from this, the 4, and hope that there's more significant upgrades when DJI get around to releasing the Action 6. But should you purchase it? Should you purchase the Action 5 Pro when it is released? Well, if you already own an Action 4 and the rumours that I've just gone over are true, and you're happy with the rock-steady stabilisation that you get, then I can't really see why it would make sense personally. However, if you don't already own an Action 4 and you have an older Action 3 maybe, or before, or if you've got a different Action camera, then 100%, 1,000,000% I would say yes, upgrade, with the only caveat to that being that once it's released, the price of this is probably going to drop further, and it may be that this represents much better value for money if budget is a consideration. So there we have it. I'm sure that the Action 5 Pro will be an exceptional camera, and if GoPro don't watch out, then they're going to find themselves losing even more users to the Action series. But based on what we know, and just how happy I am with the Action 4 and my specific use case, I'll save my money and put it towards a Pocket 4 when it's hopefully released in the next year. Do you agree with me? Have you heard anything different compared to what I've just gone over there? And do you have a use case where it might make sense for you to upgrade from the Action 4 to the Action 5? If so, let me know in the comments. We only have a few weeks to wait now anyway, so I'm sure we're going to know a lot more in the coming weeks about what we're going to expect from the Action Pro 5. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'd love for you to join us by subscribing to the channel. And if you've enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, it would help me a lot if you give the video a bit of a thumbs up to help with the big dark algorithm of video destiny here on YouTube. With that, I'm going to say thanks for watching and hopefully see you on the next video.